Hi, I'm Michael Kern. I'm the CEO of Direct Legal Support, and today we're going to discuss on how to submit an e-filing through the Direct Legal portal. After you go here and you create a sign-up account, then you'll get credentials to be able to place an order. You'll then come to the sign-in login sheet. So as this case, we already have one already set up for our demo. Put in a username and password. You'll be able to save it. You'll log in, and if you log in, then you're going to see your login portal. In this case, we already have several jobs already as demos. So you're going to have place an order, manage your cases, any pending orders you have, and any closed assignments you want to look back at. Also, there's a drop-down screen that says a search feature where you can look also here if you didn't want to click the big buttons. This search thing will allow you to check case number, case name, and billing codes. So let's just go ahead. We're going to place an order. And then you're going to say, what would you like to do? So then these are all the services that we offer. So in this case, we're doing an e-filing. So we're going to choose e-filing. Then we're going to select the county. There's 22 courts that offer e-filing. So we're going to just choose Los Angeles. And then you have to decide whether it's a federal, if it's a civil or it's a federal. So automatically it sets up for civil, but let's just say you want to do federal or family law. You can check here. The portal is going to flip over automatically to family or federal documents. And if you don't want that, look at it. If you check back to civil, limited, and probate, you check it, it'll flip it back to that case type. So in this case, we're going to do a new case initiation. So we're going to choose new case initiation. After you choose that, you can decide if you want to do a filing right after the case has been filed, it'll automatically send it out for service. So if you don't want to do that, you leave it as no. If you do, then you check yes. Automatically, a drop-down screen is going to present itself, and then you will fill out the party, the capacity, and or if it's a company, the registered agent, the address, and the address will do an address verification, which uses the back end of the post office. If you have any hearing dates, obviously on a new case, you're not going to have a hearing date. This more applies to just regular service of process. And any special instructions you want us to know about the subject that we're serving. But let's just go back, pretend you're not going to serve anybody at this point. You're going to say no. We're going to start case initiation. And we're going to enter a case. I'm going to just enter a generic name, Janet Smith versus Michael Jones. And then you're going to choose whether it's civil limited, unlimited, or probate. Let's just do civil limited. And what kind of case are you filing? They have all these different case types. By the way, this is all on the civil case cover sheet. Well, the most prevalent one that people use is obviously personal injury for motor vehicle. And the jurisdiction, let's just say it's 1 to 10,000 we're suing for, and a zip code where the incident took place. So we're going to just choose an address. Then you got additional case information. This is for cases that are conditionally under seal or confidential cases. So you don't necessarily have to put an address here. You can actually skip this. The other time that you may have to fill this out is if it's an unlawful detainer case that you're filing. Then it will require you to put the address, and the caption will change. So moving on to the next part where it says case initiation, you're going to have to add your parties. This is like filing a new case. Whatever's on your summons and complaint must match identically. So we're going to add a party. In this case, we're going to select the plaintiff. And then, so we're going to check Shannon is the plaintiff. Okay, and then let's just say you were having a male, then you would have junior, senior, the second. You've got to make sure it's exactly the same. So if you have Shannon, Susie, or a middle initial with a period, it must match exactly. Does the person have an alternate name? Is there AKAs? Is there a DBA to it? So then it has a choice for you to add those in there at that time. And then say you got AKA, now it gives you another choice. If there is no AKAs or anything, you continue on. Does the person require an interpreter? You can choose the language that they speak. The court now has this as a new requirement. If you're filing it as an in pro se or improper individual, you would check this if you're filing a fee waiver with it. And you'll submit those documents. If you're self-representative, In this case, let's say Shannon wasn't represented by counsel. She would check this and say she's self-representative. Then you got billing. She's automatically the lead client or the person filing the document, and then you can put a billing code, or you can put NA. In this case, I'm just going to put this for reference. So we're going to save that. Now, mind you, say you made a mistake. You can go back to this little thing to edit your party's data at any time. Now you want to add the other party, which is the defendant in this case. So we're going to go down. We're going to select defendant. And this time we're going to add the other person, which is Michael Jones. He doesn't have any surnames or suffix. He doesn't go by any alternate names, interpreter, or fee waiver, so we're just going to add him. Now you need to add the attorney of record in this case. So in this case, you're going to add, you can choose one that's existing. In this case, we're going to choose an existing attorney. So we're going to say, select this one. He's got all his information. We're going to add him. Right away, for demo purposes, the attorney's been added to this particular case. So once you have an account established, you already have your information already set up in the main system already. I'm going to go to the next part, the next tab. It's the documents. So you're filing a brand new case, so you always want to start with the complaint. The complaint is the main document in the Superior Court system. So we're going to type complaint, and as you can see, it already starts going. You're going to choose case initiation. You're going to hit browse. It's going to bring up your documents that you have saved. In this case, we're going to choose. Now, I'm going to give you a great sample. This happens a lot. I have it here as complaint non-text. The court requires all documents to be text searchable according to CRC 2.256. As it tells you down here in highlighted form, it tells you that it's required. Now, our software will automatically try to convert your document into a text searchable format, and it does it 99% of the time, but at that 1%, it may not. So how to prevent it? You can download Adobe DC Pro, and automatically when you hit edit, it will automatically convert your document in text searchable. There's also several other softwares on the market that can do it. But let's just say, hey, I don't want to do it this way and take a chance, so let's delete this. We're going to go up here. We're going to say complaint again. Hit case initiation, hit browse. Okay, this one now is text searchable. I've already converted it prior to setting it up. Then it asks you who you filed by. It's filed by the plaintiff. It refers to the defendant. And who is representing the case? Chris Matthews, the lawyer. Then this is the lead document. You don't hit next. You go ahead and now you're going to enter the next document that goes with this, which is the civil case cover sheet. Click that. It's letting you know. It's got a pop-up menu so that no mistakes are made. To minimize the mistakes is telling you to submit the civil case cover sheet and the addendum together in one upload. So you say, okay, we hit browse, go to our documents. I have it abbreviated as CCCS. It's uploading it, prepares it. You don't have to check anything. It's saving it for the first one. Now you want to submit the summons, case initiation again. Hit browse. You're going to choose summons. Okay, so now you got the summons, the complaint, and the civil case cover sheet. You're going to move on to the next step, which is the court fees. You hit next. And here it tells you the court automatically recognizes based on your categories you selected that it's $225 for a limited case from 1 to 10,000. The court transaction fee is going to get charged of $1.75. The EFM fee, which stands for eFiling Manager, is a $1.90 fee plus our eFiling fee, which starts at as low as $9.95. You're going to authorize us to pay those court fees. We're going to hit next. And then you can decide, do you want to file it directly right now where it gets submitted immediately to the court? Or do you want us to review to make sure that you did it text searchable, you bookmarked your documents, and you entered everything correctly to prevent anything getting rejected or having a blown statute? So in this case, so that we don't submit this particular document to court, I'm going to do expert review. I'm going to send a note to, this will go to the court clerk after review it. The statute is on 2/21/20, must be filed by Friday. Okay, that's going to the clerk. You can, all the people that are listed in your account as users, you can send it to you automatically get it for yourself, but you can send it to everybody else in your office or as the list grows on. Sometimes we have 40 different names in the drop-down list in bigger law firms, and they check all the different parties that they want to be notified that they submitted the filing. Once you do that, you hit submit, and then you're going to get a notice, thank you for your order, and this is going to be your confirmation number that gets submitted. Once we submit it, which will be usually within an hour or so, we review all your documents, and as you can see on the order summary, it shows you all your case information, what the total court fees were, what the order details is, and what the special notes are. I want to thank you today for looking at our video and showing you how to submit an e-filing to the Superior Court. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact us at 800-675-5376 or email us at support@directlegal.com. Thanks for watching our video.